Hey guys, Gaming Geek here, and welcome to episode 33 of the weekly roundup. As you can see, I am standing up for a change. I thought I was getting a bit too lazy sitting down there and doing everything in completely one take and edited straight through, being a bit lazy, so hopefully this is better than it normally is because I'm putting a lot more effort into it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But the first piece of news is to do with the PlayStation 4. Now, a little bit of information has been released talking about the actual console itself, what's included in the box a little, and that is that you can get a headset free when you buy the console. So no more having to buy extra accessories, extra wireless headsets, whatever, when you get it. I don't know what the headset's going to be like. You know, at the end of the day, Sony do make audio stuff, so it should be pretty decent. But you are getting something in the box straight away, so you don't have to go out and immediately buy extra accessories when you get your console, which is always good. And as I said, I think there's something to do with the fact that the bottom of the controller now has a dedicated headset port, like the Xbox 360 has. This could be seen either good or bad. It could be seen good in the fact that you're getting your free headset. It can plug in direct into the bottom of the controller, and you don't have to have any wires going into the USB port. Although you could use a Bluetooth headset on the PS3 as well. Or the bad side of this is that you probably are going to have to buy a headset which is compatible with that specific port on the bottom of the controller before you could use any Bluetooth headset or any wired USB headset that you could get your hands on, so you could have something that works on PC and PS3. This may not be the case though. We're not 100% sure, but the port kind of does suggest it. It's good for Sony though, because they can kind of get people to buy their specific authorized accessories, which obviously they'll get some money from, so it's good for them in that point of view. But also, another thing to do with the PS4 is that you're going to have larger hard drives. We're not sure how large. Could be a terabyte possibly, or even more. We have no idea, but some of the bigger hard drives on the PS3 were 320 gigabytes, so expect more than that at least. How big, we're not sure. I'd also like to see that you could easily upgrade the hard drives yourself. For instance, loads of people actually put like terabyte hard drives in the PS3 because you could go out there and buy any internal hard drive and fit it yourself. That's something you couldn't do with the Xbox 360. You had to buy specifically made hard drives. So hopefully they stick with that. But the final piece of news to do with the PlayStation 4 is that they're raising the friends list limit. It used to be 100 on the PS3. We don't know what it's been raised up to, but we do know it has been increased. So that's always a good thing. If you're Mr. Popular, you can continue to be even more popular in the PlayStation 4. Activision have finally been talking more about next generation, and they haven't been showing us any games that are coming to the next generation platform, but they have been showing us their new engine that they are working on, and the graphics that engine can actually produce. And it is some of the most amazing graphics, facial graphics that I've ever seen. You'll be seeing some footage right now. The facial expression that they've managed to get across using the new engine, everything from the way the eyes move to the way, you know, the little wrinkles on your face when he smiles and all this different thing. It's so incredible. I was just gobsmacked when I saw it. So nice work, Activision. Probably Call of Duty on the next-gen console will hopefully look a little bit like that in detail, and it will definitely up the gear in games and make them far more realistic than they've ever been, which is definitely exciting from a gamer's point of view. And I just can't wait to see actual real games implement this this new piece of software slash engine. So, yeah, can't wait to see what Activision do with that, but it just looks amazing. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. You're now able to pre-order the Ouya in-game in the UK. Not sure about any other stores, but I'm looking at more UK-based news. Probably GameStop will start doing it very, very soon, but you can actually pre-order the Ouya for £100. And you'll get it then when it releases. I'm not sure on a release date just yet, but if you did fund the Kickstarter for the Ouya, you'll actually be getting your console dispatched very, very soon, so keep an eye out for it. And let me know what you think. It's running on Jelly Bean Android, and there's likely to be a new version of the console every year to keep it up to date. Do you think that's a good thing? Because there are some very mixed opinions to do with it. You know, some people are saying that, you know, yes, it's 100 quid, that's great, that's quite cheap in comparison to a PS3 or PS4, what they're going to be, you know, but in comparison to the fact that you've got to upgrade it every year, and if they've got to upgrade the hardware every year, that means the software developer's going to be making it for the newer version. So, you know, you actually may end up having to spend £100 a year to keep up with the best games. So, you know, this is a double-edged sword, really. Yes, you're getting it cheap first hand, but it could be expensive in the long run, and to get a second controller for the Ouya is about £40, so they're not cheap either. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. It'd be really interesting to see what your point of view is on this subject. The final piece of news is to do with Battlefield 4. The gameplay trailer was recently released and it looks absolutely amazing. 17 minutes long from the story. The graphics looks incredible. The whole game just looks so exciting. I can't wait to play it. It looks far more story-driven than the previous one, but also EA are stressing that this game is going to be far more open world. They're trying to bring the open world that everyone loves in the multiplayer and bring it right into the single player and allow people to be a lot more free with their choices. A bit like Call of Duty trying to do with Black Ops 2, where that you didn't have to, it's not a linear story. You don't have to, go from A to B to C to D. You could maybe go to A to, to D straight if you did this option, and that changes the story a little bit. They're trying to employ that. Hopefully they do a much better job than Call of Duty did. I felt that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 just did it in a way that a few lines in the story changed, but nothing, you still kind of get the same ending. So I'd like to see them really run with that and really stress that games can be more than just a linear story and can actually be an experience that you can customize yourself by the decisions you make. A couple of things that we saw in the trailer is that you're able to tell your squad to go and attack a certain, vehicle, or you could choose, rather than going head on and taking out the driver, you could actually go around, through some construction work, burst your way through there, go round the back and take them out, by surprise. There are different ways of doing things. And also at the same time, when there's a bit where, I'm a bit of spoiler, but, go and watch the trailer. Basically there's a bit where you have the option to cut this guy's leg off because his leg is trapped under some rubble and his bones are pretty much crushed anyway. Maybe if you don't, cut it, what happens? Does he get stuck there? Does some explosion go off and he dies, instantly there? Or, are you able to somehow, get rid of the rubble and pull him out and not cut his leg off? I don't know, so I like to see a story that you could really make these decisions, and it could make it really interesting if EA do it right. I just hope EA don't continue this streak that they've got at the minute where they're starting to ruin things through Origin and things like that. Get the core game right, and as many other people are probably saying, multiplayer. Multiplayer is definitely what people want to see, so show some multiplayer soon to, show us that you are actually really putting a lot of effort into multiplayer and not just putting all your effort into single player. But there we go. I know there's a lot of people who have a very high expectations for multiplayer, and they did a poll on Battlefield's website saying, what you're looking forward to single player, multiplayer, and the multiplayer was like 80%, so that's where all the fans are. So EA do not, or DICE even, do not screw this up. Get the multiplayer right, because that is definitely the most important thing, and that's what will keep people coming back to the game months after months after months. But that's all I have for you for this week's gaming news. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, leave any feedback in that comment section down below, spread the video with anyone you may think is interested, but as always, drink tea and game on.